break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you...
And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, football in the snow oftentimes is more fun for fans watching than it is for players out there on the field, because it is hard to hold on to the football like that guy just found out right there.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before... able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Try to get it to the edge. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to pass, it's Orji. Flushed out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Got a man. It's Klein. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
White 94 slider choice.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Now on 2nd down. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job on the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake them.
And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
14-0.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Daly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Keeps the legs moving. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Now the toss. Smashes through. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
that's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long, now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets away. Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Complete downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Scanning the field, it's Daly. Swings it out to his running back. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Daly. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. Colliding here today, two top 25 teams having tremendous seasons set to battle it out against one another. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get to the action on the field. Buffaloes will kick this deep to begin the game.
Kickoff.
Bringing it out, it's Parker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So LSU's offense in a tricky spot here thanks to that poor return. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's moving out of the pocket now. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
There's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position,
they become a real threat.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for his back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. To the air, it's Nussmeier. On field, it connects with a wide open wide receiver. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touch.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback still with the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the Buffaloes have first and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Sanders. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. We'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looking right, this one caught. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
There's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fielded near the 20. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the 1st half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The pocket looking to make a play deep downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. And so Colorado has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Same tailback, another carry. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll feed the back again. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To throw, it's Sanders. Looking for the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Bringing pressure. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Buffaloes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Lets it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down. We're going to throw it. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Buffaloes looking to run some tempo here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. First play of the second half was a handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Buffaloes come up to the line in the hurry-up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Buffaloes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to pass. It's Sanders. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The tight end has got it. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
They'll run the option. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal, and if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is no good. Wow. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And so far, they've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through 3 quarters. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The offense is set up with excellent field position. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to...
Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Dump off caught by the running back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. It's Sanders. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Looks like a player is down injured. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Pass is caught.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Looking to throw it deep. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football. And
the ball to the ground. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across the 40. At the 20. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
On first down, it's play action. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That roughing the passer gives the offense the first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Finds his target, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This quarterback on fire today.
What a job by this offense. They work the ball down the field. Extra point away from taking the lead.
Knock through the BAT and claim a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
To throw, it's Sanders. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The defense just did a great job. Now can this offense put together a drive and ice the game here?
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Well, this wasn't exactly an offensive showcase, but the defense showed a lot of grit to come out with this hard-earned W.
Yeah, really, if you could look on both sides of the football, I think both defenses played well, although they got some help, as you said, Chris, by not the greatest offense as far as execution is concerned today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.